Hello, good afternoon to you all. You're welcome to today's CPD program. It's a minute past 4. We'll just wait for some few minutes and our number should increase a little bit then we start. But in any case, we are going to be starting not later than 10 minutes after 4. I'm hoping that we'll have a very interactive session and we get to ask all our questions and see how best it goes. Thank you and you're welcome. Okay. You're all welcome back from our short break before the main program. So we will get right into it. Good evening once again. My name is Julius Evame Agbagba, and I'll be your moderator for today. So I'll need somebody to say the opening prayer so that we start today's event. And I've looked around and if you see on your screen and it asks you to unmute, just unmute and then go ahead and say the opening prayer. So I'll invite Ernestina to open today's meeting with a prayer for us.
Please, we are praying. We thank you, dear Lord, for this evening. We thank you, Father, for bringing us once again together as a professional body. We pray committing our discussions into your hands this evening. We ask that may you, O Lord, have your way in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Ernestina. As we all know, today we are going to look at the momentum for COND 2026. COND is Conference for Nutrition and Dietetics, and it is going to be held in Tamale in August 2026. So we understand that there are a lot of miscommunications, confusions, and people are wondering what to expect when they get to COND. So this meeting today is entirely to address such issues and to see how best we can answer the questions that you may have and give you appropriate updates. So to jump right into it, I want to invite the committee chair. The committee chair who has been in charge of all the planning, coordinating events, is called RD Daniel Mensah. He's the chair for the organizing committee and a lecturer at the Department of Dietetics, University of Health and Allied Sciences. On the GAND board, he is also the chair of the GAND Foundation. So he's a big man, and we trusted him with this, and he has delivered. So we'll give him the floor to share for us what else to expect prior to COND and during COND. Thank you very much, Mr. Mensah, for all your hard work and for also agreeing to share with us and have this conversation. You are welcome to continue the conversation. Thank you and over.
Thank you so much, Julius. Thank you. And good afternoon to everybody. Yes. Thank you so much, Julius. And thank you for the clear on the call. We'll join later. Okay. So we are getting close to COND. We just have about 54 days to COND. And we we need to get the momentum to another level. Now, this is not some marketing gimmick, so Charlie, but just to relay information as to how hot the ground is in expectation of nutritionists and dietitians in Ghana. And that's just what I want to share this afternoon. So, Adi Julius, could you please let me share my screen by pulling down yours? All right. Okay. Just a minute. Just trying to get the process totally.
A brief announcement. Whilst RD Mensa is trying to set up, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can feel free and already start putting them in the chats so that we do answer as you go.
Okay. Alright. Um, okay. So it's loading now. Please, can you see my screen?
At the moment, no.
Okay. Um, all right. Please, can you see it now?
No, please.
Can you see my screen, please?
No, it's not showing.
Okay. It's not
Okay, so I think Audi Danny is having some technical challenges. I see he's dropped off the call. Whilst we wait for him, please listen to the following announcements. Um, for our colleagues who have just passed the licensure and those who have not been inducted before, there will be induction this year prior to COND and during COND. So for those who are in the southern zone, we're having an induction on this Friday, 12 June. And for Kumasi, it's Friday, 19 June, and then Tamale um, during the COND. So please beware. I'll give you more details as and when the meeting is going on. Thank you. Okay, so how did Danny? We are ready when you are. So whilst we wait for Audi Daniel Mensah, I'll just continue the announcements. So I mentioned that um, this Friday we have induction for all newly qualified dietitians, and it is only when you are inducted that you can be called a registered dietitian or an RD. So it is very important that we seize this opportunity. If you have already registered, I'm sure you have the details. And then for those who are in the central zone, you have it at Kumasi next week, Friday. And then those who are in the northern zones, you'd have it during CONT. Dress code is going to be formal. Another important announcement is that there has been calls for proposals for the amendment of the Ghana Constitution. So please do well to play your role as members of GANT. Submit if you feel there are things that you should be changed in the Constitution. Kindly submit them to the links provided so that it will be taken into consideration. And as we draw towards the close of the program, I will share the steps for filling in your attendance for your CPD points. Thank you, and over. I'm trying to get our detailed message so that we can continue the conversation.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, welcome. So I'm ready when you are.
So I'm here. All right.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I am.
Okay.
All right. Thank
So
you so much.
let me know as and when I have
Let's
to
go.
move the slides.
Of course. Of course. All right. So good afternoon once again, and sorry for the technical hitch. So we have local conference for nutritionists and dietitians, and we try to make it worth our time and the intention with which we is to get COND. We organize. So next slide, please. Julius, next slide. Next slide, please. All right, thank you. So I'll be briefly talking about it. Some kind of collaborative consensus to curb what we call the triple burden of malnutrition um, in Africa. And we don't want to pretend as though Ghana, we are still not battling with malnutrition issues in the country. And when it comes to malnutrition, which professions best help, or which profession best should be at the helm of solving the problem? And that falls on our laps as nutritionists and dietitians. Hence the theme. Next. So Julius, next slide. Thank you. So that when we talk about triple burden of malnutrition, about undernutrition, micronutrient deficiency, and overnutrition. And like I mentioned earlier, we are not out of the woods when it comes to malnutrition, especially with the issues of undernutrition. And when you look at the statistics for sub-Saharan Africa, it's pretty high. Of course, Ghana, we are doing a bit better, but we are still far away from attaining the threshold that the WHO expects every country with good nutrition health should attain. With micronutrient deficiency, which we normally term the hidden hunger, children under 5, adolescents, especially female adolescents, and then women within their reproductive health are experiencing one form of micronutrient deficiency or the other. And then overnutrition, whilst we thought that we are dealing with issues of inadequacies and deficiencies, we also have to battle with some form of excess or over nutrition as well. And that is where the issue of obesity and overweight also is creeping in, and the prevalence keeps increasing. And these are the issues that we are trusting that at COND 2026 in Tamale, we should be able to build a consensus, agree on effective strategies to be able to solve this issue in our country and in Africa as a whole. Next. Next slide, please. Next slide. So quite tamale. When we had the last COND in Kumasi at KNUST, we had put in place a system where the various zones will be bidding for the next hosting right for COND. And the Northern Zone put up a very strong bid for the right to host COND 2026 or the next COND. And hence they are hosting. And of course, they've put together a very strong local organizing team that is putting in place every form of logistics and resources to make sure that COND rivals and possibly gets best organized than what we experience in KNUST. And more importantly, we are going to the beautiful city of Tamale, a very bustling city, very metropolitan. And for those of you who've been there before, you agree with me that it's an exciting city and full of life. And when you get there, you really enjoy the place. But because it's a conference, we will have to hide somewhere that is less bustling and less noisy, at least for the conference, so that later, after the conference time in the day, you want to enter into the bustling town, city of Tamale, then you can do so. So we'll be going to the UDS campus, and this conference is being done in collaboration with the School of Allied Health Sciences in UDS, specifically the departments of nutrition and departments of dietetics on UDS campus, and they are doing a yeoman's job to host us at the Twin Oval Conference Center, which is a very new multi-purpose complex of a conference center, and COND or COND will be one of the first organizations to enjoy this ultra-modern conference. So we'll be sitting in the very ultra-modern conference room just to enjoy this time. Next slide, please. So why should you be there? I will quickly take us through who will be there, for which reason you have to be there yourself, what will you be learning, and what will you be exposed to, the opportunities that you'll be exposed to, and what experience you will treasure. Next. So for conferences like this, we are expecting to, because it's a scientific conference, so we'll be exposed to presentations on current evidence-based nutrition science. And as one of my professors, when I was a student, to tell me, says that nutrition science or the science of nutrition changes between every 3 to 5 years. Something new comes up and a new information is added. Some are substituted. And so you can't be archaic. You need to constantly review your knowledge as far as nutrition and dietetics is concerned. So we'll be meeting leading researchers and academics in the area of nutrition, dietetics, food science, public health, and even agriculture science, who will come in to give us evidence-based current knowledge as it is pertaining to nutrition and dietetics and the area of food as well. We will, of course, have clinical practitioners, that is among us, nutritionists and dietitians who are in the clinical practice, and then those who are in the public health or community health practice, policymakers. Of course, a number of government agencies have been invited and will be there, because whatever we say and whatever we arrive at, they will be the ones who have to, shall I say, vigorously pursue its implementation. And so they will be there, and we'll have NGOs and multinationals who are also in the fight for a better nutrition for our country and our continent. They will also be there. And because these people will be there, you have to be there, because when they come, they just don't show up. They always leave a mark with every participant. So you have to be there. Next slide. But what will you learn? This conference, the scientific committee of this conference have come up with thematic areas that hopefully through learning, through discussion, we will be able to unearth strategies that will solve the various dimensions and sphere of malnutrition. So we'll be looking at current evidence and current practice as far as maternal, child, and adolescent nutrition is concerned. We'll also look at the current nutrition practices and medical nutrition therapies, issue of immunology, because malnutrition cuts across that area as well. And then, of course, we'll be looking at nutrition epidemiology. How do you go about surveillance? We'll also talk about the NCDs as well. Now, managing nutrition and preventing it especially is not in our consulting rooms. It's a community effort. And how can we achieve that? And this we can do by strengthening community-based approach. And how we go about it, we'll try to find out, so that if I'm in a community practicing, I will be building my knowledge and my capacity in this. We also look at the supportive food systems and environment that are available to improve and facilitate healthy diet in efforts at curbing malnutrition. And we'll look at how, now today everything is about climate change and all that. So we'll look at how we can protect the environment and build climate change resilience, which has antecedents to preventing or reducing the prevalence of malnutrition. And whether we like it or not, we are not just in a technology era, we are living technology with all this AI and everything. How does it impact and how can it help us in preventing or reducing the prevalence of malnutrition? These are just a few of the topics and areas of discussion that you'll be exposed to, so that by the time you are leaving COND, at least these areas have added on to what you already know. And what will you be exposed to? Because the audience that are coming are not just local, because we have some international audience as well. So you'll be exposed to experts, you'll be exposed to people coming from universities, which Charlie can strike collaboration. So those in the universities can strike collaboration. Those who want to Charlie go and do their master's somewhere will meet some contacts from different universities, both local and outside, where they can strike collaborations and so forth. And so it is an opportunity that you can't do away with. Now, for those who are into publishing and disseminating their academic findings, the opportunity are there, and we'll be taking through some lessons as to how we put together manuscripts, we get it published, and all that. Next, please. Next slide. And then, of course, in disseminating our research, so like we have publicized that we abstract collection is still ongoing, which will end pretty soon anyway. We've extended the date. And all these abstracts are wonderful research that will be disseminated for all participants to see, Charlie, what has changed, what is coming up, and all that. So that opportunity is there. And then, of course, we'll have workshops where there will be opportunities for skill acquisitions, and I'll go through some of them pretty soon. Next slide, please. We also have career development. So there will be a lot of organizations who will be coming around, and through the collaboration, through networking, through contacts, taking somebody's a complimentary card after I briefed it at TED and following up, sending emails, following up, and all that. Who knows? Certain job opportunities can be open to somebody. Of course, we'll discover innovative products because there'll be an exhibition on the conference venue, and we'll have a lot of organizations who will come to exhibit products and services that are cutting edge and will be exposed to all these as well. And I want to take this opportunity to invite any of us who is an entrepreneur into any good business that can take advantage of the exhibitions. Why not? You get in touch with organizers and we can help you come over to exhibit as well. And then the essence of these conferences, especially with the theme, is to affect policy and drive advocacy, and then of course get strategies in place to solve this problem. So to do that, we sorry. So to do that, we will have sections that will discuss this policy development and policy impact and strategies, and you will be part of it. Your voices will be heard, and together, for you know, you will have the key to this problem, and this exposure will be there as well. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. What will you experience? You are going to experience the people, and when I say the people, the participants will be there, the folks on UDS campus, and the people of Tamale. Very, very, very cosmopolitan people in there, in a very nice, bustling town city, like I said. You experience the culture of the people, the food. The last time I went to Tamale, somebody helped me spot a wache that I've not eaten down south here before. And so I'm going to visit that wache again. There are so many wonderful, nice northern cuisines that you can try up in Tamale. And we're going to have experience tour sites as well, and I'll elaborate on them. We're going to experience the first COND Awards Ball as well. And then, of course, we are going to see COND at its best as we go through this conference. Next slide, please. So some of the conference activities. So next, the first, before the conference, the first conference day, will have a pre-conference on the 3rd of uh, August, which is a Monday. Now, this conference is going to have 2 seminars that will be going on concurrent. So you have to choose which of the conferences you want to attend, because we could divide ourselves into 2. So half of your body is here, half of your body is here, but you can only I attend one. So you choose between a symposium that will take us through a hands-on, or yes, it's a skill-based workshop. So it's a hands-on training on the current updated guidelines for the management of nutrition. You know, for those of us who know, the WHO current guidelines came out last year. The Ghana one has been coined out of it, and we'll have a wonderful team of experts coming to take us through that, so that you get to know the current guidelines of and this will be in the morning, starting at 8 in the morning. Then in the afternoon, we will be going to town to have a public symposium. And this public symposium is targeted at the township, because we can't visit Tamale and without affecting Tamale with good nutrition knowledge and push advocacy and push change. So we'll have the public symposium in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. 4 selected stakeholders in town at Tamale, and as many of us that can be part can also come along as well. But in the evening, we'll have the conference welcome cocktail, which is called a Maraba night. And the Charlie's cocktail So we have some local cuisines, local snacks, some chale your and then even enough to drink. The following day, Tuesday, the 4th, will be when we'll start the um the following day will be the conference day, and that is when we open the conference itself. So COND will open on the 4th, and we've invited quite a lot of dignitaries, the minister, we've invited the vice president. We are hoping that she shows up, right? And we've invited chiefs, invited, I mean, who should be there. We've invited all these people because they need to see GAN at its best, what GAN is doing and it intends to do, and how they can help in this. So GAN, so the opening ceremony will be flamboyant, cultural display, power display, and all that. And we'll have a keynote address from one of the stalwarts of nutrition in Ghana. And then the conference proceedings will start, the poster presentation, the plenary sessions, the symposiums, line time symposiums, the poster presentations, the parallel sections will all take place within the day. Latest by 5 p.m. we should close the first day. And then the second conference day two, next slide, will follow pretty much the same format. Next slide, please. So conference day two will follow pretty much the same format. So we have a brief opening where we break up the days before and introduce other activities for the second day. But the only variant is the closing ceremony and the awards dinner night, where we'll all go change into our nice dinner wear and then come and have the GAND Awards ball, where you will see as GAND Award people who have served the fraternity all these years, spanning decades, who needs to be recognized. Next slide. Next slide, please. Yes. So as I intimated earlier, the abstract submission deadline has been extended, and now it is ending on the 15th of June. And we want to ask, that is next week, Monday. So please, if you are still yet to submit an abstract, please do so to do that before Monday. And those who have submitted abstracts, I believe now you are receiving feedback a lot. We had, sorry, I'm outside, that's right. So we had a lot of abstracts, over 100. Yes, sir.
I believe you are giving us a very important information, but your line was breaking. So if you can please take it on the abstract, we will be very grateful.
That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. Sorry. So we have the abstract submission deadline has been extended. It was extended a couple of weeks ago, and now it is ending on the 15th of June. And I'm sure we've seen the posters on our platforms. So if you haven't yet submitted your abstract, you still have until Monday to submit your abstracts. However, all those who have submitted your abstracts, some of you, if not all, some of you definitely have any corrections to make and resubmit, or either doing oral presentation or poster presentation. So please take note of that. If you haven't yet received any feedback from the scientific committee, it will get there because we had a lot of people submitting abstracts. We have over 120, almost getting to 140 abstracts being submitted, and still some are still coming in. So just have patience. You will be you will receive the feedback. Nevertheless, we have until Monday for the deadline of the abstract submission, and we want everybody to take advantage of that. Next slide. Next slide, please. Julius, next slide, please.
I'm on the third biennial congress. Should I still go to the next slide?
Next slide, please. Good, thank you. So, and from the indications, with the conference having over 120 to 130 abstract submissions, that should tell you that the enthusiasm concerning the conference is very high, and that's one of the reasons why you can't miss this conference. That tells you the number of people who will be there. Now, because the conference is just an aspect of what we call a congress, which for us happens every 2 years, so it's a biennial congress. On Thursday, we'll be having our AGM. We'll be having our AGM. That's our annual general meeting. And this is the time where, like has been announced, issues about constitution will be discussed. The governing board will give a report on their stewardship. And then, of course, plans for the coming year will also be discussed. And we've had a lot of issues coming up recently, and all these things will be discussed.
Hello, Audi, Danny. We lost you.
All right. So, and then we will then have the launching of the GANSA, the Students
Audi,
Association.
Danny, we lost
Yes.
you at the point of where issues with the constitution will be brought up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just, yeah. So, like I mentioned, because it's a Congress, we'll be having our AGM. And one of the things that we'll normally discuss at an AGM is issues about our constitution, as has been announced earlier. The review time for our constitution that's supposed to happen, I think, every 3 years is due. And so it's time to review any aspect of the constitution you think needs to be done. And so you have a careful study of our constitution, you make your proposals and submit them, and they'll be up for discussion for members to accept it, our constitution. There'll be a tall list of issues to talk about, some of which are very recent, and I believe you and I have one or two things to say. And so let's come and let's how do you call it, contribute to the conversation so that we can move GAND forward. And on that same day, the Northern Zone will be doing their credentialing. And so if you are yet to be credentialed, this is the time, and you are in the Northern Zone, this is the time, and it will be happening on the Thursday during the conference, or the AGM during the conference. And we'll also be launching GANSA, that is the Ghana Academy of Nutrition, that is Student Association. And this fraternity are our campus wing. So the student associations on all the campuses will be launched. The national one will be launched at COND, and it will be a very wonderful site. At least we'll get to see the young ones who will be coming to join us in the near future. So they will have their first congress as well. And all these will be happening at the annual general meeting on Thursday. Now, some social events that will be taking place. I've spoken about the Amaraba night, which is a welcome night, a nice, wonderful experience where you get to meet a lot of people, because the conference may be so busy that you may not be able to see one or two people afterwards. But the Amaraba night, which is a networking opportunity, will give you that opportunity. I've spoken about a dinner, and I want to speak about the visit to the tour site as well. So, Julius, please, next slide. Please go ahead. Next slide. Next slide. Yes. Next slide. I'm speaking about this as well. Good. So the first tour, which will be happening on Thursday morning, we'll go there before coming to the conference area to have our AGM. And it's within the Tamale Township. It's a red clay center, and it is an artistry center, well renowned. I didn't even know it was that popular even outside the country more than within the country. And we'll get to pass there to see. And yes, there's a cost to it, but thankfully, COND is taking up the cost for every member who wants to attend or who wants to go for that tour. And so in the morning, we'll be going for that tour at the Red Clay Art Center in Tamale. Next slide, please. And then on Friday, that is where the touring will happen, where we will have to travel here almost 3 hours or so to the Mole National Park. And the Mole National Park is where we will be having a wonderful safari tour to see the wonderful elephants and the wildlife in that enclave as well. And we will also have the opportunity, next slide, to visit the Arabanga Mosque as well. And because of Friday, hopefully our Muslim friends, it will be in time to even join the prayer sessions in this historic mosque. And so if you're Muslim, let this be another reason why you want to be at COND and at the Biennial Congress in Tamale this time, so that actually you can tell everybody that you prayed in this historic mosque. And then we also will see the mystic stone as well. Now, thankfully, all these storage sites are around the same enclave. Next slide, please. They are around the same enclave. And the mystic stone, here is a stone that actually is not moving. Even when they want to construct road and they remove it, before they come back the following day, it is there. What is so mystic about this stone? People come from outside to have a look at it. We also want to have a look at it as well. And so we'll visit there as well. All these activities are just around the same enclave, thankfully. So when we move from one place, we'll go to the other. And it is just 650 Ghana cedis. And this package includes the transportation from Tamale to the place. It includes your lunch, your water, some refreshment, and all that. And so it's a one big package at 650 Ghana cedis. And if you are interested in it, you can go to the website, the COND website, and then indicate register for it. And when you make payment, by the time the tour is ready to move and you've made payment, will be part of the experience. Next slide, please. So the registration fee hasn't changed. It is still 500 cedis for early bird. And you know, the early bird was supposed to end 31st May. We have extended it to 15th May. That is up to next week, Friday. And so by next week, by the close of day next week, Friday, if you register early, you just pay 500 cedis as a member of COND in good standing. But if for one reason or the other, it goes beyond 15, then you have to pay the late bed, which is 800 cedis. If you are unable to make all these payments online before 2 weeks before the beginning of the conference, that is July 15 thereabout, then you will have to come and do the payment on site, and that will mean that you have to pay 1,200 cedis, and the rest are for non-members, student members, international rate, and all that. Next slide, please. And these are in-person slides. Now, of course, we know that for one good reason or the other, some people may not be able to come. And so the online option will be there. Now, the online option will make sure that every section, right from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you will experience it live, and you will have every opportunity to partake in it. If there's a question and answer time, those online will be given the opportunity to do so as well. And the rate for early bird is 400, late is 600 as well. The only difference is that you will not be able to take part in the other social activities, but nevertheless, at least you have participated but virtually. And so this, when you participate virtually because you are unable to come, you will still, that at least secures your 10 points that you are supposed to get from COND as well. All right. Next slide, please. Next slide. All right. So like I mentioned earlier, this poster is currently circulating. Early bird has been extended to 15th July. Next. Accommodation preparations has already been sorted out. And when you go to the website, there are different versions of accommodation that are at different costs. We have as low as 40 cedis a night, the Pechepe student hostel on campus, the girls hostel on campus, very, very, very conducive and very nice, suitable. So that's 40 cedis a night. I think there's 200 cedis, there's 350, there's even 600. So depending on your purse, you can choose from any of these, and you can book your accommodation ahead and go and make the payments when you come. But you can book your accommodation ahead. I'll speak on transportation when I get to the next slide, but I also want to talk about letters of facilitation to facilitate our coming. And as you are aware and seen some circulations already, that we had written to the major employers in the country, Ghana Health Service, CHAG, the teaching hospitals, and most of the major employers in the country to release and sponsor nutritionists and dietitians working under them. And thankfully, we have received the reply from how do you call it, Ghana Health Service. So members can pick a copy of that letter that we have circulated to and follow it up at their facilities or their health directorates and get this process done. Now, it is your labor right, it's part of your labor right for your employer to sponsor your attendance of your congress. Okay, if you are say 5 in the facility, they may not be able to sponsor all the 5. That's fine, but whatever they can sponsor, the rest you can share it over, and then the difference, Charlie, it maybe 100 cedis or 200 cedis more, and you add it on, and then all of you come. So whichever way, there will be sponsorship, or they have to be sponsorships for you, is part of your labor rights. Next slide, please. And so please visit the COND website as if you have not yet done that. Most of the answers to every question are there. So visit the COND website and use the registration portal to register quickly. The process is very easy and simple. You'll make payments on the portal as well. And of course, you can now choose your accommodation. You can now choose your whether you want to participate in the site as well, and whether you want to also pay for the dinner as well. And I must say that the dinner is also subsidized, 250 Ghana cedis. Now, who goes for a dinner? Charlie, a dinner worth that sort for 250 Ghana cedis. So GAND has subsidized it greatly, and you are just paying 250 Ghana cedis. If you want to attend a dinner, you also do the registration on the portal to indicate that as well. Next slide, please. As you start to plan for your coming to Tamale, that is for those of us who are outside Tamale, you can go by air, and if you want to go by air, it's probably very, very advisable or cost effective if you do the booking now. You get it half the price than if you make it get too close to the conference. And so if you want to come by air, please book early, very early. But if you want to come by bus, by the second week of July, we would have known the number that are coming from the various zones. And the zonal chairs or the zonal executives will help us organize suitable bus, preferably STC, VIP, Metromans. Thankfully, they are getting new buses, so hopefully we'll be able to use those for new buses to facilitate travel easily. So if you are in, say, the Volta or T area or T area, you meet at one place and then you can move together. And when you are coming, you come together. If you are in the Southern Enclave, Cape Coast, East, Western, all those arrangements will be made to facilitate an easy, stress-free travel. Next slide, please. And it is also very important, and I might say that when we get to Tamale, there are a lot of available means of transportation, right from the airport, that's if you took the plane, or from the lorry park to campus. So there are taxis, there are, the Ubers and the boats available. If you are in a hotel, the hotel can help arrange a pickup for you as well. But please, when you are coming, just make sure that you pick enough clothing. It shouldn't be anything too heavy or too much, but at least pick enough clothing to last you through the process. Make sure you always have a form of identification, preferably your national ID card on you. Pick enough money, or whether you have it as cash or Momo, or you can easily get access to your account, your bank for that. If you don't know your way around so much, you can download or have your Google Map to help you around. Otherwise, please, it is important that you always move together, maybe 2-3 people. That's if you've not come to Tamale before. And if you have to go out, just let somebody know that, oh, I am going here. Just note, like I said, the people are friendly, the culture is rich, the Cho Chale, and then Tamale is a safe place. So this poster is also circulating. Please just vet yourself with all this information so that you have a very smooth travel to Tamale and back. Next slide. So please come, let's network, let's enhance our skill. Let's know the new findings that are in our sphere. Let us deliberate at our AGM. Let's socialize. and most importantly, let's build our careers. Thank you so much. If there are any questions or anything I have to retreat because of uh, um, um, the breaks, I will kindly do that. Thank you so much, Julius, and everybody.
Okay. Thank you very much, Audi Dani, for taking your time to walk us through all that we need to know about COND and then what we should expect. But I realized that I made some notes
Yeah,
before I read whatever is in the chat. Um,
yeah,
it means that for things that you can do online on the
mm,
COND website, is that
yeah,
you can register for COND, you can
yeah,
submit your abstract, you
yeah,
can book accommodation, you can
yeah,
register for the dinner or the ball,
yeah,
and then you
yeah.
can also register for the tour. So all these
Yes,
things you can do on the COND
yes,
website. What you
yes,
cannot do on the COND website is get transportation.
yes. For now, yes,
Yes, but
yes.
it also requires that we visit the website regularly, or we should just depend on the
Of course.
WhatsApp for information.
Bo- yes, both of them. Because
Mm.
we initially or there are plans of also bringing on the transportation thing, but because we first of all have to know the numbers, and because we are working through the zones, to also
Yeah.
know the suitable transportation that are around each zone. So
No,
hopefully
okay.
we should. Otherwise, the zones will help us do that.
Okay. I must say,
Yeah.
I mean, it is impressive how with GAND, with COND, everything is online. It's not like you have
Yeah.
to call somebody and register or go to an office or something like that. Everything is
Yeah.
online. All you need is your
Yeah.
smartphone, PC, and then an
Yeah.
internet connection. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have some questions in the chat. I'll go to
All
them
right.
shortly. But
Okay.
there is something that I want to ask,
Mm.
for we as nutritionists and dietitians. Um, is COND really something that is necessary that we should be coming to? Is this something that is necessary?
Yes. So, like I mentioned earlier, our professions, nutrition dietetics, is not a static one. It is
Yeah.
a very dynamic, evidence-based, knowledge-based profession. And most of the time, you can't get enough by just googling and reading. The question is, Charlie, what am I even reading? But when you come to
Okay.
such conferences, you get to meet the experts who are at the forefront of this knowledge dissemination and research. And you get to talk
Okay.
to them one by one. Even if you didn't get the opportunity to ask a question during the presentation, immediately after the presentation, you can meet that professor or that gentleman or lady who just did a presentation in the hallway or the alley. And then you can
Yeah.
continue with the discussion. Now,
Yeah.
Charlie, you don't know when your breakthrough will come. People have gotten postgraduate scholarships, admissions. People have gotten jobs, and so many through these conferences, just through interaction and following up on leads. And these are some of the opportunities we get to share or we get to expose ourselves with. And so it is not like, oh, how about? No, it is a must, and that you, if you can, you do everything that you can to.
Well, thank you very much. That makes it more interesting. Because the last time I
Yeah.
was having a conversation with somebody, and then the person was like,
Mm.
the online CPD is
Hmm.
helpful because it
Yeah.
offers us an opportunity to be at the comfort of our homes and then
Yeah.
learn or interact with each
Yeah.
other. But then
Yeah.
it has taken the human connection aspect of our profession
It's,
where, there was a point in time where every nutrition
we-
professional knew each other.
yes.
You can
Yes.
you can be in who and you know the dietitians in Accra, you know the nutritionists
Exactly.
in Tamale because you have the opportunity to
Regular.
meet and interact. But then
It's
post
true.
during COVID and post-COVID, we have lost touch. So you see that there are a lot of people on board right now. When you mention somebody's name, they don't know anybody.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I
And,
I really I really I really feel that this is necessary. But I
yeah. Yeah.
also have a question I want to ask on behalf of our Muslim brothers.
Yeah,
You are
yeah,
suggesting that when we go on the tour and they go
yeah,
to the Labaranga Mosque,
yeah.
they can go and join them for prayers.
Yes,
When they join them for
yes.
prayers, we wait for them.
Oh yes, we wait for the church. The prayer is not
Oh,
like
okay.
it's not like the it's not like the 2 hour church service Christians do have.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the timing, yes, the timing of
I
the
just
going will
want
be
to
such. Yes, I know, right? The
ask for our
timing of the
Muslim brothers so that will not take them by surprise.
yes, yes. So we'll wait for them to enjoy that prayer time,
Okay.
and once we are waiting for them, the rest can be taking pictures and listening to the tour guides and guides and all that, and then nobody will be dull and idle. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I'll just go. Thank you very much. I'll just go to the comment section. So
Mm.
someone is asking that please, with regard to the registration fees, can the management do something about the fees for unemployed graduates?
Okay. So yes, I anticipated this question because we have been working behind the scene to see what we can do to help. So at the moment, there are two things I would like to share. When the additional ideas come on board, we're putting them on the platform for them to know. So the first one has got to do with the fact that we have the online sessions. In as much as and we had wished that everybody would be there. I think they are one of the reasons why we created the online sessions. And so we'll have the online sessions so that even though you may not be able, because even if we waive off the registration or do something about the registration, Charlie, the cost of coming, and then, because the conference will feed you lunch and then some snacks. But Charlie, maybe breakfast, maybe supper. Charlie, you still have to carry some money and things like that. So the online session is available for them to take advantage of. Secondly, the governing board is also working at some innovations to see whether we can raise some money to be able to at least sponsor, not even if not everybody, but a few that will have ways of sponsoring. We will, yeah, so all these options are on the table. Uh,
Okay, thank you very much. Then thank you. Then there's someone is asking, please, is the volunteering option still available on the website for individuals to select?
yes, so the volunteering portal is there. Sorry, I didn't mention that. And people, and we've had Charlie plenty people selecting. And at the last count, we have over 150 or so volunteers. And you agree with me that Charlie, that is a large pot of volunteers, right? But at least it tells us the enthusiasm that people have to help out. And we are so blessed to have such a wonderful group of uh, uh, GAND members who are always putting the academy first. And so thank you so much. And so, but the unfortunate thing is that we may not be able to take all the 150 as well. So there are certain questions that we ask you when you were filling the portal. And so it's intended to be able to do some screening and shortlisting so that we
Okay.
arrive at the number that we actually need for the various um, areas that we need volunteers for. And then, but all those who will pass through the volunteering session will be giving feedback as well.
Okay, but I'm talking about the feedback.
Yeah.
Monday, 15th of June is going to be the deadline for early bird. And
Yes.
maybe somebody has opted to, or somebody has registered to volunteer. Would a
Yeah.
person get feedback early enough so that if they don't accept the offer, or if they are not picked for to volunteer, they can
Yeah.
benefit from the early bird?
Yes, yes, yes. I think it should be possible, and we can work on that. There's a pending meeting to convene to discuss that quickly, and I
Okay.
believe that by the weekend, that information should come.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so for the perks of volunteering or
Yeah.
whatever will involve will be communicated to the volunteers, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, okay,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
So here is a question from Lukman. Lukman wants to find out that if, let's say, he's in a good standing, but
Mm-hmm.
for one reason or the other, he is not able to pay for the conference fee, can he still have access to the AGM?
Oh yes. So like I said, we'll be doing online. So I believe that the AGM, because the AGM is open to everybody, and so on that day, there will be a Zoom link open to all GAND members to partake
To join?
to join. It's just that
Okay,
probably when it comes to voting, I believe the voting or whatever. I believe the IT people probably may have a solution, but that's where probably they'll be. But yes, the AGM is open to, um, and then so I believe the governing board will discuss it and do
okay,
what is
okay.
needed.
Thank you very much. So for all of us on the call, our zonal lead is saying that to add to whatever Mr. RD Mensah is saying, participation in COND prepares you to match up with international world and even to attend international conferences because
Yeah,
you are going to
yeah,
get similar experiences and
yeah,
it helps to build up your confidence and know-how. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Elizabeth wants to find out that can she register now and pay later? Maybe she's expecting something.
Actually, I can imagine. So, unfortunately, the registration process is such that uh, when you pay, then you have ended the registration process. So,
Yeah,
you may store somewhere and probably save it and Charlie. So that's probably what we can do, or the portal can do. But your registration is concluded when you make the payments.
the payment. Okay. Thank you very much. Then
Mm.
hey, this is a long one. This is from Magdalene. This is a
Okay.
question.
Okay.
She first wants to thank you for the presentation and wants to know
Mm.
for members who may be unable to attend a conference, either
Mhm.
virtually or in person, are there
Mm.
alternative avenues through which category A credits can be earned? Then she
Mm.
went on to ask, employed and practicing GAN members may be able to afford to attend and may even still get sponsorship. However,
Mm.
unemployed colleagues may already have personal financial issues, but may
Mm.
have may have membership dues, which is due,
Mm. Do
as
yeah.
well as license renewal fees to pay soon.
Mm.
Not all can
Mm.
afford. Are there any
Mm.
ways such can achieve their CPD points?
All right. Okay. So how do I put it? Unfortunately, Dr. Collins is not here. I don't know whether he's on the call. But normally by the end of the third quarter, we would have exhausted the category A CPDs
Yeah,
and exhausted it in time to facilitate the next renewal of licenses. So the
yeah,
COND is just within that period. That is why the decision was taken to promote attendance of the COND, whether online or in person. Now, yes, I understand the financial challenges our unemployed colleagues. Um, and that's why the announcement and everything about COND has started early. So that even
yeah,
if I'm able to get the just for the online attendance, at least it sorts me out. So whilst we wait for other shall I say other ways that the executives are seriously working to see whether they can either rebate or support some unemployed members. Let
yeah.
us just try and take advantage of at least the online fees so that we don't lose sight of that. However, if going forward there is any things that can be done about category A for those who are not able to attend. I do not have any information on that, but to the best of my knowledge, all eggs are in this one basket for now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Esther, who asked about unemployed, and you said you were talking about they have to get transportation and all those things. She's saying that she's in Tamale. She's in Tamale,
Okay.
so
Okay.
transportation is not the issue. She can walk to the venue. So you still have to do something about the fees
We
for
hear you. We hear you. You're right.
okay. So someone is asking if they can still volunteer. I think that's a no, right?
Yes, for now, no, please.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. So there's a question. If you don't answer, they might be the two of us. They said,
Okay.
I've not heard anything about souvenirs, gun, tote bags, shirts, etc.
Charlie, there will be
If you don't
plenty,
answer, they'll beat the two of us.
seriously. So there will be plenty souvenirs on sale. However, once you register for the conference, we'll give you some souvenirs that comes with your conference fee. Okay. Um, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm yes, I'm yet to. I can't remember the list, but I know at least the usual conference materials. I mean, notebook, nice branded pens, and all that. But apart from that, there will be lots of souvenirs, things like diaries. There'll be this how do you call it? Water flasks, bottles,
Yeah.
so many bags and all that, nicely branded. That Charlie, t-shirts that you
But
want to
those are
get.
the fee.
Those are at a fee and very, very reduced fee. Yes. So those are at a fee and they'll be at the conference ground. But there'll be some souvenirs that will come with the registration. Yeah.
Okay. So
And
there's a question.
Gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I was going to say
Please
that
go ahead.
Gun branded items are always beautiful. So I'm not surprised the question came because members are always looking forward to the next beautiful gun item. So they'll be there. They'll be
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So I heard you mention earlier that for the accommodation you can just book and then when you get there you pay.
Yes.
So a
Yes. So
participant is asking that she tried booking for that accommodation, but it's asking for payment.
oh, okay. Then I'll bring it to the notice of the web manager. But
Okay.
that's the big concept because again we are working at getting nice rebates from the um, uh, hotel facilities, and they've assured us that they can, but they want to know how many people will book. So, for instance, if a particular hotel,
Okay.
go ahead, go ahead, please.
I wanted to find out that so it means that the booking should be done on the COND website and not the hotel's
Exactly.
website.
No.
Okay.
On the con website. So we'll carry the number to them and say that so and so hotel, we have maybe 20 people ready to
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
come. Can you give us a rebate? They will quickly
Okay.
communicate it to those who are booked. So that is the bargaining chip we are trying to have. So
Okay.
go and register for your choice of accommodation. But I'll bring this
Okay.
question before the webmaster, and then if there's any mistake, they'll correct it.
That would be very much appreciated.
Yes, yeah.
Um, there's an important question here. So
Mm,
someone was like, if they register for online participation, right, and then
yeah,
later on decide that, oh, they want to go physical, is
yeah.
there a way that they can reverse this and
Of course,
vice
of
versa?
course. Of course.
Okay.
And yeah. So if you registered online and you want to come, yeah. So you just do the top up. But as for Charlie,
But what would the procedure be?
refund. So you just call the organizers, and then we will work behind the scenes to help you to facilitate your registration online to change that. So that can be done. Uh-huh. But the you registered in person and you want to now do online. if the request comes very early, i.e. probably before July, then maybe yes, then possible. But if it comes very late, it's going to be difficult.
Okay. There's a question on the souvenirs again. You mentioned that when you register, it already comes with a package. Hello, are you Danny?
Sorry. So realize that the difference in the cost are supposed to take care of some of the things that GAND is giving for free. So things like the souvenir, things like some of the tours, and a few other things. So that, but like I said, if you want any of the souvenir, even though you'll be attending online, if you want any of the souvenir, if you go through the organizers or your zonal executives and you let us know, it will be made available to you.
But can they order some of this on the GAN shop, on the GAN website?
Yes, exactly. We also have the gun shop.
Okay.
So once the things are available, they've been ordered, and so they are on the ship coming here. Once the things are available, it will be advertised on the gun shop, then online, and then you can order it to be delivered to you wherever you are.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure there is any question concerning COND. The other question here, I wish Adi Collins was here to answer, is
Yeah.
about the CPD points, which the person says is 0.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that one Adi Collins would
So,
better position
yeah.
to ask. But about the induction, you mentioned that there will be induction in
Tamale.
Tamale.
Yeah.
And when a professional is inducted into GAND, that's when they become a registered dietitian
Yes, or a registered nutritionist,
or registered
or
nutritionist.
yes, or a registered nutrition technician, registered,
Okay.
yes, dietetics technician, and so forth. Yeah. So
Okay.
until you are inducted, you can't use the RNUT, RG, and code. Because I meet students who just graduated. They've not even done their internship and they are using the
Yes,
RGs and things.
I asked this because I've seen students who during their graduation they have this sash and it has the
Seriously, and they
registered
write it
dietitian
already.
on it.
You see, so we keep educating them that you need to be inducted for you can use that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You have been
Yeah.
really you have given us a lot of information and we are grateful. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
All right.
So
Thank you.
I think now I can discharge you
Yeah,
and then
thank
we'll
you.
just
Be in the
give
background.
announcements and then we'll call it a day.
Of course, of course. Thank you.
Well, participants, we are at a moment where you have known everything you need to know about COND. When there are subsequent information, we will do well to share them on the pages. So please frequent our websites. Make sure you check your WhatsApp group. Some of you are in WhatsApp groups that you have never opened since they added you. Okay. Please, let's try to check them and get information as and when they come along. We are fully digitalized. Now we are no longer doing the Google link kind of attendance. So just go to your COND dashboard, your Gantt dashboard, and then you can have access to your desktop over there, your attendance link. Okay, we have also shared the links in the chat over and over again. I'm sharing it again, so please kindly just go and then fill it, and let's have your information, and then we can populate your CPD points as well. I would want to remind those who have registered for the induction that this Friday we are having induction in Accra. Next Friday will be in Kumasi, and then during COND we'll have for those who are in the northern zone. So we'll do it in Tamale. We have shared calls for proposals for amendment of the GAN constitution on the various pages. It has all the information, the links that you can submit your proposals so that it can be considered during our AGM. So kindly take note of that one as well. And please note that the early bird registration is ending on Monday, 15th of June, 2026. The late bird also in the middle of July. And then if you're not able to take this opportunity, then you have to pay 1,002 on the site. Okay. Yeah. So these are the little announcements that we have. On behalf of the organizing committee, I want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join this call and to stay true, ask relevant questions, because as and when we interact and we ask all the questions that we have to ask, we share ideas. That's how we grow. Today, I saw a medical and dental association, Ghana Medical Association, and they are advertising that they are going for their 68th annual conference or annual congress. And I'm like, wow, can't. We are doing our third, but one day we'll get there. Yes. So with your commitments, we will be able to get there. So last but not the least, I have a message from our president, Reverend Prince Bedu. Please bear with me and then listen to it. And then we'll call it a day. So I'm just about to share my screen. Okay, almost there.
Greetings, distinguished colleagues, valued partners, and nutrition and dietetics, Ghana. On behalf of the governing board and the entire GAN family, it is my greatest honor to personally invite you to COND 2026, the Conference of Nutrition and Dietetics. Mark your calendars. From Tuesday 4th to Friday 7th August 2026, we will converge at the University for Development Studies in Tamale, Northern Region of Ghana, for 4 days of learning, collaboration, and action. Our theme this year is curbing the triple burden of malnutrition in Africa, mobilizing stakeholders for concerted effective action. We will bring together nutrition scientists, dietitians, researchers, policymakers, students, civil society, and development partners to tackle Africa's most urgent nutrition challenges head on. Whether you are a seasoned professional or just beginning your journey in nutrition and dietetics, there is a seat at this table for you. Register today at www.condgant.org and be part of this landmark moment for nutrition in Africa. Together, let us nourish Africa. Let us mobilize. Let us act. We look forward to welcoming you to Tamale this August. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you to Reverend Priest Bedu. As I was watching the video, I was just like, Charlie, when I grow up, I want to be like Priest Do. Talk like that. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Somebody says she's not on the WhatsApp. So if you know that you're not on the WhatsApp platform, please reach out to any of the executives and it will sort it out. Okay. Thank you very much. I want to plead with Madam Perpetua Ejeku to say the closing prayer for us.
Okay, so shall we say the closing prayer? Our Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for such a wonderful meeting. We thank you so much for how far you have brought all of us. Some are still on their way home and some are already home. We are praying that those who are still on their way home, you send them home successfully. And then we are also praying that you give all of us the means to be able to gather at COND and build up as we all grow in the diet and nutrition academy. These and many other things we ask through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Perpetua. This is the most honest prayer I've heard in a long time. Thank you very much. And thank you to all of you. I wish you the best for the evening and I wish you the best for the rest of the week. Thank you and bye-bye. Please don't forget to fill your attendance forms on your COND dashboard.
Please, some of us are having difficulty signing attendance form. I don't know.
Hi, Joshua. What difficulty are you facing?
When I click on the link, it sent me to the CPD, but I don't know what to do next. I think the last time I forgot what I did, but
Okay, so the procedure is that when you go to the link,
okay,
you enter the code that is shared in the chat. Not copy and paste, you enter the code. Because when you see the CPD this thing on the website, you click on it or you click attendant. Okay, sorry, let me see if I can access that. Okay. Yeah, you click on fill
Julius,
form.
and the code, can you clarify it that the code is not a 0, but it's an alphabet O? Because when you get to the fill form and you enter it as a 0, it doesn't work unless you
It
enter
is
it as an
clarified so
alphabet.
in the chat.
It is clarified even in the message where the code is.
But
So they should have
still,
seen it.
let's just like make it like that. They should have, but it's still an issue. So please.
Yeah. Anybody else has an issue? Daniela, did you do the O you see there? Did you do it 0 or you did it O? Because it is capital O alphabet and not
Please, I
0.
need O. Capital O.
Capital
Yes, please.
68448.
Yes, please.
Did you copy and paste?
Let me try again. No, I didn't
Please do.
copy and paste.
Yeah.
I'm trying.